Hey everyone, we've been out here collecting, picking up debris. This storm really laid a hurting on this place. I managed to keep power. It went out on me a couple of times, but there's another one coming. It's right behind this one. Should be here in the next 25 to 30 minutes. It's supposed to be another doozy. Thank each and every one of you for being here. Share, subscribe, like this video. Won't keep you long on here. Hope everybody that's definitely been in the line of these storms didn't take as much destruction as I thought it was going to be at first, but there's been a lot of big tree limbs out of here, and a lot of people here still have no power. So thank Jesus that we survived that one. You can see all the leaves and everything else. We got all the branches and tree limbs cleaned out of the driveway. It looked like a war zone out here earlier. Definitely a mess. And like I said, we've got this other one coming. There is a major event happening in Washington, D.C. There was some bombings. They bombed quite a few places. I always tell you, don't fear. Don't fear any of these things that are coming to pass. There was a lot of bombings. They're looking for people, not just one person, people. So keep your eyes on that. With all this stuff that's going on in Europe and everywhere else, like I told you earlier, don't be surprised if you see some major events take place in the United States that will cause unstability or people rioting the streets. Don't put anything past it with what's going on in France and what's going on now in Switzerland and other places. It's spreading like wildfire. It's going to keep your mind distracted off of what's coming. And we pretty much know that there's going to probably be some kind of strange event coming very soon. We hope not. Like I said, keep Ukraine and the people of Russia all in your prayers. Like I said, that's a event that would not be very good for a lot of those places there. Not just for people, but for animals also. So definitely keep them in your prayers. I want to get on here and talk about the Washington, D.C. thing that happened today. That's big news. They're looking for them. They don't know if there's any more happening, but it's just funny. We talked about that, and God talked to us about a deception 4 or 5 days ago. To not trust what we're seeing or hearing. So definitely keep that in the back of your mind also. It's starting to lightning here. Looks like the other storm is on its way. They're letting off fireworks. A little early as usual. There's definitely lightning. It looks like it's coming from the west to the east. You hear the trains. Usually you can't hear the trains up here. The atmosphere has to be perfect for that to happen. I love each and every one of you. We had some comments in earlier that, once again, the rapture is not biblical. Don't comment to these people. Don't even argue with them. Let them just talk to themselves. And God help them. That's all we can do for these people. If they believe Jesus is a liar and Paul's a liar, there's just nothing you can do for them. They believe in a false gospel. What's truly not biblical is mid and post-trib. It's not biblical at all. It's not even in there. But the rapture is. So they'll say, well, that word's not in there. Well, you know what? Just don't argue with them. I have learned since I've got on here, these poor people, they've never read a Bible. They won't open it. The Lord's tried to tell them and tried to wake them up. They're going to find out the rapture is real very, very soon. But like I said, there's nothing you can do. You know, I do believe it's okay to believe in it, but once you start going and spreading that, that's a false gospel. And what did Paul say about a false gospel? You're a curse. If you're teaching something that's not biblical, you're teaching another Jesus. That means you're not saved because you're teaching a Jesus that does not exist. When they teach mid and post-trib, that's a Jesus that does not exist. They're going and taking stuff out of the Old Testament and mixing it with New Testament to try to get to what they believe. And I'm sorry, it's just, they're going to find out very soon. All you can do is pray for them. It's all you can do. But I'm telling you right now, the rapture is very real, and they're about to find out very soon. Satan's got this great deception. Like I said, he's got these people With their reprobate minds, and God's made them believe a lie because they refuse to learn the truth. And it's as simple as them asking God if there's a rapture, but they won't do it. So, nothing you can do for them. All you can do is pray for them and hope they change beforehand, but every time they get on here and teach that to somebody else, they're a curse. Every time you see somebody post that, they're a curse. And they'll have a curse upon their lives, because that's false. Jesus taught the rapture. Paul taught the rapture. The woke church is the one who started teaching that there was no rapture. That's called the great falling away, the great apostasy. When you quit teaching what the Bible teaches us, and you start making up another gospel, which they started doing, then that's what you get. But, you know, like I said, we can't waste our time on that anymore. We just don't have the time for it. I mean, the rapture is that close with everything that's happening over there in Europe and everything else. I'm telling you, we got to just quit arguing with them. Let them be. Pray for them. It's all you can do. And you that's on the boat, you're ready to go. But if you're not, if you're lost, call upon Jesus in these last days. He died for your past, present, and future sins. It's all about Jesus. It's about His blood. You believe the Word of God is the truth. Everything in there is the truth. You walk away from your life. You walk forward. That Jesus is the only God. And you're ready to get out of here. Because these other people are going to have a rude awakening. These people that don't believe in the rapture, they're going to have a rude awakening very, very soon. But it's not God's fault. It's their fault, because they literally just would not ask and they didn't want to learn. God said the lack of knowledge will destroy His people, and it has. And it's still doing it. I love each and every one of you. I wanted to try to get another video before this thing hits once again. I don't know. Ooh, bad lightning. Got away from the last one. Hopefully I can get away from this one. We had hail and everything else here. So hopefully I'll be able to upload this video before this thing hits. I'm hoping. I don't know if that's thunder or fireworks. It sounds like something's coming up the holler. Could be wind. I don't know. But the lighting's getting wicked. I love each and every one of you. Like I said, keep your eye on that Washington thing. That's supposed to be multiple people doing that. And I think they've bombed a bank and a couple other things. So that's big news. Big explosions there in Washington, D.C. That's interesting, right up before 4th of July. Very interesting. And they know it wasn't just one person. It was multiple people that was in on this, and they're looking for them. So definitely keep your eye on that story. If this storm gets bad enough, I might try to record again, but it's kind of hard to record in the dark. This phone is horrible with doing that. But it looks like it's going to come a good one once again. Hopefully I keep power. I love each and every one of you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for those who bought me coffee, the donations. God bless each and every one of you. I never asked for them, but you guys definitely make it easier for me to help others. And that's what I do. I try to help as many people as we can in these last days, trying to get Bibles to places that we do believe we have so little time to get the Bibles in position before the rapture. I mean, we're literally running out of time. That's how close I think we are. And we're just trying to get the gospel out to each and every place we can. We're kind of scrambling in the last minutes, but we're doing the best we can. That's all we can do. I love each and every one of you. If I don't see or hear from you again, I'll see you in heaven.